It's another week. You guys keep on winning, especially if it wins Stanislaus and then Chico. You just keep on trucking along this conference.
Yeah, huge win at Chico the first night. They played great. We were fortunately able to answer as far as scoring went. They came out on fire. Seemed like they hit every shot and were really, played very well. And luckily Jay Shin kept us in the game in the first half, hitting 5 threes for us. And, we weren't really getting a lot of good looks, and she was able to get us, keep us in the game. And then it was just a great college basketball game. The second half just was back and forth, a lot of plays being made down the stretch by both sides.
We've always talked about the depth, the season on this team. It seems like, hey, somebody does have an off night. It's always somebody, stepping in. If it's Jay, if it's Danielle, it's just somebody that's always, stepping up and providing the difference in a game.
Right, and I think people ask us a lot about what your scoring's very balanced. Again, this tonight it's pretty evenly distributed, and I think not enough attention is being placed on Kersey Wilcox, and that's the reason why we have balanced scoring, is that she makes the right read and finds the open player almost every time that we come down. And if they're going to double the post, then she'll find the wing. If they're going to stick out on our shooters, then she'll attack and make a play. And so I think that a lot of it has to do with Kersey as our our quarterback.
With all the winning streak, the record, and I see that you finally get into that national ranking, the 22nd.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
If I'm right. It could be given false information.
That was another.
That's the SID point.
Yeah.
SID, but still waiting for that national respect. I guess you'll let them do the voting stuff, but what else? Do you guys need to do to kind of get, that national recognition?
There's a lot of politics, I guess, going into it, and I think teams that have been there before get a lot of attention, a lot of respect, and just how Division II is so regionally based. People don't see people from the other regions, so it's all just look at kind of records and maybe regional rankings, and those haven't come out yet. So there is there isn't a lot of people in the East and Midwest even that know anything about the West Coast, because it is so spread out, and you just don't see each other. So we'll see. Doesn't matter. We're gonna keep going.
Definitely. All right. So home this week. Tell me about East Bay.
We have East Bay on Thursday and Cal State Monterey Bay on Saturday, and both have suffered some losses here lately, but like I said, everyone seems to bring their best for us, and we expect that. East Bay beat Pomona, and that always is an alert that this is a good team. So hopefully we can get that information out to our players, and never want to have them not be prepared. But I think that they have some great players, and Lopez, we really need to make sure we try to slow her down, and really good guard, one of the best in the conference. So we have our it's good. Our game's cut out for us, that's for sure.
Winning back-to-back road games, this weekend, that on top of the winning streak, does this team have much more to prove as far as what they can handle, maybe maturity-wise and things like that?
We're not done, I guess, is the only thing that I could say to that. Like there's a lot of games left, and a lot of games still to be played in the first half. I think you have to take a look at the first half of the conference when you've seen everybody before you can kind of start playing figuring out where you're going to fall. So we have seen, I think, almost every type of team and type of scenario in a game, and we play a tough preseason, so I think that helps us get prepared for this really tough conference, and hopefully we'll continue it.
Speaking of Danielle, she's, I think, the only player on the team that's been here for 4 years, is that correct? What kind of experience does that bring, and how does that help the rest of the team?
It's huge. I think that she came in as a lone freshman her first year, and then we've added some transfers in the mix. So there's 5 now in the senior class. But she's we talk about a lap around the conference, and this is her 4th lap through the conference, and so player personnel and facility. You just feel comfortable going. The travel plans. They know us. She knows what I expect and can relay that to the players, and So there's nothing like that. You can't, teach that, and she's the one that, she knows everybody on the scout and what their role is, and who the other team's going to go to, and so she can transfer that information to her teammates. So it doesn't take, her learning curve is pretty short because with the new team, because there's, she just knows so much.
And this weekend she had a couple big games on the court, and like you were talking earlier, it's always someone new. And this weekend it happened was
Yeah.
kind of her weekend. How did that come about for her this weekend?
Well, at Chico, they were really doubling the post. The Chico fronts and then send somebody behind in the post, and after Jay hit back shots, then they just were hugging her, and so Danny was open, and she made huge shots. But I think more importantly, she made key plays defensively. She took a charge and got a steal, as well as hitting some perimeter shots in this run in the second half. I think it was 8. Like, she scored 8 points on her own in this little run that we had, and 2 of those buckets were spurred by her defense. And it's just, she's passionate. She wants it, and so I'm happy for her that she was able to get that success.